Good morning. May God's grace be with each of us this morning as we exalt Jesus in our meditation. Matthew chapter 5, verse 48. Be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect. The ideal of Christian character is Christ-likeness. As the Son of Man was perfect in his life, so his followers are to be perfect in their life. Jesus was in all things made like unto his brethren. He became flesh, even as we are. He was hungry and thirsty and weary. He was sustained by food and refreshed by sleep. He shared the lot of men, yet he was the blameless Son of God. He was God in the flesh. His character is to be ours. Christ is the ladder that Jacob saw, the base resting on the earth and the topmost round, reaching to the gates of heaven, to the very threshold of glory. If that ladder had failed by a single step of reaching the earth, we should have been lost. But Christ reaches us where we are. He took our nature and overcame, that we, through taking his nature, may overcome. Made in the likeness of sinful flesh, he lived a sinless life. Now, by his divinity, he lays hold upon the throne of heaven, while by his humanity, he reaches us. He bids us by faith in him to attain to the glory of the character of God. This is why we are to be perfect, even as our Father which is in heaven is perfect. Jesus has shown in what righteousness consists, and has pointed to God as its source. Now he turns to practical duties. In almsgiving, in prayer, in fasting, he said, "Let nothing be done to attract attention or win praise to self. Give in sincerity for the benefit of the suffering poor." In prayer, let the soul commune with God. In fasting, go not with the head bowed down and heart filled with thoughts of self. It is he who yields himself most unreservedly to God that will render him the most acceptable service. For through fellowship with God, men become worker together with him in presenting his character to humanity. The service rendered in sincerity of heart has great recompense. The Father which sees in secret, himself shall reward thee openly. By the life we live through the grace of Christ, the character is transformed. The original loveliness begins to be restored to the soul. The attributes of the character of Christ are imparted, and the image of the divine begins to shine forth. The faces of men and women who walk and work with God express the peace of heaven. They are surrounded with the atmosphere of heaven. For these souls, the kingdom of God has begun. They have Christ's joy, the joy of being a blessing to humanity. They have the honor of being accepted for the Master's use. They are trusted to do his work in his name. May God help us to look to Jesus, be transformed by him, and to do for him. Until next time, have a blessed day.